G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. We're now in episode, get this, we're in episode 55 and we're starting episode 55 with a 55th launch already done. So this is the point where I'm hoping to accelerate past, if I empty my trash slots, go away bots. This is the point where I'm hoping to accelerate past, well, getting more than, let's try this again. This is the point where I'm hoping that I can make sure that my launches go up faster than my episodes go up. In fact, my fast and light drives, if I put a power pole here, there we go, and a bit of red wire, and I take it off that combinator and hook it in there. I actually have 11 drives ready to go. And that is because, one, we're dumping a crap ton of modules up here. We have more than enough efficiency modules to keep things going, which probably means I could look at decommissioning part of this build, at least the efficiency half, and apply maybe more resources to this half. I don't know how, because, like, these are chewing, like, two purple belts each, so these obviously can't run at full speed, so yeah, we've maxed out that build basically. But what I want to do is I want to cut you guys actually. Oh, it's too slow. Alright, put them back. Cut that. Thank you. I want to move the silo. We sort of built ourselves in, and consequently, I can't fully speed module this, and that's going to be something I really want to do, along with probably this episode do a lot of changes in the base. So, also means I want to move all this. All of this I want it gone. So, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this little module build, and we're going to shove it over here. And I know I just destroyed modules doing that. That's fine. We're now in a situation where we're actually rich enough we can do that. Getting 2 and 3 in per minute might not sound like a lot. It is. It's a massive amount. Okay. That beacon can go away. So. No, we're going to go with a copy. All of that is fast and light. It is SpaceX construction. So I want to put that, you know what, I think I want to leave that exactly where it is. Because I'm really built in. Actually, maybe that's not a bad spot for it. Actually, hang on. Let's look at this. Silo. If I put a silo here, can I get beacons around it? So first off, you got to go that way a tile. So you've only got 2 tiles. 2 tiles. 2 tiles beacon. No. Can I squish the beacons in a tile? Yes! So if I put one solo there, I could then have it output down into here, because I do need to make sure that I still have input into space science into labs. Which means this that I put just here is definitely in the way again. But I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. I want one of them. You know what? Let's just find the bus. 1,000 steel. Yeah, it's not in that box. It's never any in the box. Uh, 600, 700, then 1,000 concrete. That I will request. It's got to be 1,000. Yep. We'll dump that, and that just leaves 200 engines, which are made here. We're just gonna nope. Hijack them straight off the belt. One of them. And we'll dump those back in there because I don't want them. Oh, and I really don't want 1,000 bits of concrete. 0. Much better. Okay. Oh, and I'm handcrafting pipe. Whatever. We're going to handcraft some pipe. So, this build up here, is now going flat out. It's, if there is less than... wrong recipe. If there's less than 50 efficiency 4s in the network, they go into this lovely box. If there's more than 50 efficiency 4s in the network, it'll slide past this inserter and then get uncompressed and go in there. Why are you short on? You're short on green circuits. Why for you be short on green circuits? Because you're short on iron. Why for you short on iron? Because I don't have 3 of those. Turns out I need 3 of those to keep one smelting lane running flat out. Who would have thunk it? Done? Okay, so that should catch up, which will put the mini-me's back to work. Turns out the mini-me's are fine, like 44, 60, and 17. I think I could run all of these off one single... Okay, apart from some very confused mini-me's, which are doing, I don't know. Probably trying to pathfind their way in here and getting very, very confused. But yeah, I could probably run well, 1, 2, 3. How many belts is here? 9. I could probably run all 9 compressed belts off one of these mining depots, providing I didn't have confused mini-me's that I had to deal with. Okay, so, where were we? We were making a silo. We're making a silo. We've made a silo. We want beacons. We're gonna cut those beacons because I don't care if they line up for labs. It actually matters more right this moment whether they line up for the silo. You're in my way. Yeah, you're in my way. We'll put it there instead. Okay. So, silo's done. Silo requires these 3 boxes and then 2 unloaders. So we're going to put these 3 boxes here. We're going to do a unloader like that into a underground into another set of loaders like that, which should fill up this thing. These things are requesting like 800 a piece. We're now going to change those over to that to empty that out. We want that bit of combinator magic. Paste it in. Of course, it's off by top. Okay. That's got to go here. We're going to want a SpaceX combinator. Where the hell is the combinator? What are you launching? Oh. SpaceX combinator. That's what I want. Now where the hell did that go? Stop it! You're probably launching parts I don't need sent off. Definitely launching parts I don't need sent off. Okay, with that updated, now you can go back to launching. I need to make sure that I always have the satellites in the first slots, because I did work out how to do this properly, and then I forgot. Yeah. I'm bad at combinators, okay? Alright, so you're also going to need output, which I need to plug in. It's going to be plugged in right there, which is going to output onto a purple belt, not necessarily for the speed, but we'll probably take advantage of the speed anyway. But for the underground distance, definitely for the underground distance, because, yep. Of course you missed my buffer box. New buffer box. Okay. So that's running, that's running, that's running. So we have a new silo that can run flat out, okay? Next thing we're going to need is we're going to need a second silo, which is going to be this one. And there's a small problem when it comes to SpaceX. It doesn't entirely calculate, and this is my belief, okay? I wouldn't actually know without running the mod for long enough to confirm. But as far as I know, yeah, there's lots of crap in my inventory. I don't want any of the crap in my inventory. Go away. And go away. And that's our special box of wasted resources. Overbuilding a couple of components. I look at that now and I'm like, that's just... it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. Okay. You're going to output, if there's 10, we're going to change that up to 20 now, because potentially we've got to support two silos. So, there is a chance... Actually, you're launching hull components. That's a bad example. There is a chance that this doesn't tick over like that. So it's physically been loaded, but this doesn't tick over for a couple of seconds. So what I actually want is I want the second silo. I want you to move down here. I want that to move there as well. And we hook up that to the inserter. There is a chance that I could end up launching a product twice. What we're going to do is we're going to put all that in there manually and hope that I didn't lose it. Even if I lost them in the network, the robots will find them and throw them back. Okay. So what I actually want to do is I want to have you set up to launch... I need to use smarts. I'm going to use smarts. So what I want to do is I want to have you set up to launch everything that's in here, except -1 of everything. So actually I want arithmetic. So what I think I want is another SpaceX combinator. I crafted one of those. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So what I think I want, I want to make sure I don't overlaunch items. And the smart way to do this is literally lay out 23 silos. So come out to a bit of blank space out here. Lay out 23 silos, module and beacon all of them, which I could probably afford to do eventually, and have each one launch one component. And that's how I would do my SpaceX launches. But in the normal traditional mod, this says S3, which is stage 3. So what actually happens in the normal mod is after stage 3 completes, then you go back to stage 1. And you could set up a stage 1 set of launches, so have 7... Back to the satellite network, you could have a stage 1 set of silos, which would launch 7 satellites. Then you'd have your stage 2, and it'll launch 10 dry dock components. Make sure I don't get this wrong. 2 dry dock assembly components and 10 dry dock structural components. And you just set up 12 silos. And then you have your final section where you launch 23, and you set up 23 of them. What I think I want to do is because I can't really afford to put down 23 silos just yet, is what I want to do is I want to have each -1 output each. which, as you can see, is now bringing in S3. Yes, I can launch faster. Thank 56. DarksydeNation. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. Your intergalactic spaceship is on its way to you ever so shortly. It shall be delivered soon, all depending on intergalactic shipping times. So, what I want is I want to have each -1, and then I want to hook it into there, which should output... I think it's just added the two lots together. Hang on. I need one of these that I can read my network conditions. Yeah, that's... no. That definitely didn't work. That's now outputting 17 of things. Maybe if I put it on the green wire? I think that might work. You're outputting one of things, you're outputting... no, because it still sees a protection field. -2. Ha-ha! So you have fuel cells, which we have 2 of. Okay, I need to hook up a red wire from there to there. That's better loop. Loops in the circuit network are a bad thing. Let's craft some of these so I can hopefully fix my mistakes. And then a green wire as well. And slide that out of the way. So fuel cells are a 2-item thing. Spaceship thrusters are a 4-item thing. Hull components are a 10-item thing. At the moment, you're just requesting items we have duplicates of, which is what I want to see. So I'm pretty sure we're negating everything else. So we can see there we have 4 thrusters minus 2 thrusters equals 2 thrusters. What are the fuel cells? I got 2 fuel cells minus 2 fuel cells equals 0 fuel cells. But this has kept the filter set on there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I'm just going to accept it. And it has hull components. Now, if I change that to -1, then it's setting everything again. I don't want -1. I want -2. -2 definitely works. Okay, it's a start. It's a start. And then it means I can copy and paste these 3. Put these 3 back down here. Nope, a tile higher. Put 3 loaders, 3 undergrounds, 3 more undergrounds, 3 unloaders. That failed. 1, 2, 3. Load them into here. And you can launch everything else. Like, dead set. I'm happy for you to launch everything else, but then means this one up here is basically just going to be a booster. And actually, the buffer chest is filtering things as well. So let's try... Why are you requesting... Okay, the buffer chest is not even hooked up to the wire, to the circuit network. Set requests. With a bit of green wire. Now set requests. That's what we like to see. Okay, so I can pull out all the bits that you're never going to launch. Throw them all back in the network. And yeah, I'm just throwing them in. I don't care. So you're going to launch just these items over and over and over. You're going to be spending most of your time doing hull components, thrusters, and fuel cells. Which has freed up this one to do everything else. Which now means I need to definitely make sure I don't have a fuel problem. And we're okay. We're okay. I think we're okay. So I need to make sure I don't have a fuel problem, which, you know, some strategic upgrade planner belts probably wouldn't hurt. In fact, that whole row is not running. Yeah, let's go over there and chat to it with some upgrade planner. And unfortunately, on the side of the belt that doesn't like getting picked up. So what we'll do is we'll give you a chest with a loader, and that likes picking up everything. Yeah. And the setters will just grab stuff if this chest is not full. Yes. Which means hopefully I can keep an eye on this chest and go, hey, if that chest is not full, we have problems. Yes. And we have problems because I realize this is all ratioed wrong and it doesn't work perfectly and it needs another revisit, but we're going to revisit that another time. So, that's going to be mission number 1 for this episode. Do I have enough time for any sort of mission number 2? Okay, you're making copper. Where the hell is that copper going? That copper's going up to this green circuit build, which is going to this blue circuit build, which is also being fed by that red circuit build. I'm starting to look at swapping the base over to stacked recipes. Because, okay, bear with me. Because if we look at this, this is 7.3. No, it is 10. It's 10. Okay, let's go with 10. 10 multiplied by a stack of 25. This here is about the same. But I can put all the smelters in one long row, or maybe 2 rows. I could then feed them all into one belt, which is what we did up here. We did one belt, 1/2 a belt. And then, for the moment, I'd have to add unstackers everywhere. So I'd have to get rid of all these lanes. I'd have to go to a single belt, and I'd have to, each time I peel it off, either swap the recipe over on the machine, which in the case of gears, really easy to do. In case of green circuits, No, I couldn't do that till I'd done copper. So I'd have to put in an unstacker and another unstacker, and then for this thing, I'm just going to use an unstacker. There's no point trying to swap that over. And then as I continue along, like, they'd need an unstacker, so on and so forth. But it means I can vastly trim down the amount of belts in the base. I go from 4 belts that I'm bringing out to 6 belts that I'm still are 6 belts that are running at green, blue, purple speed. Who knows, down to a single belt, which is a massive difference. It also means stuff like train tracks, which I can't possibly feed for. Why are you backed up now? You haven't been backed up in ages, Purple Science. Oh, because somehow we ran out of space science because I'm not launching fast and light drives. By the way, this is a good time to remind you that if you click the subscribe button, which is very, very important, if you click that subscribe button, not only do you get an intergalactic spaceship, but also, just as importantly, every single subscriber that I haven't launched yet, I get one space science for when I do launch the fast and light drive for the subscribers that are getting their ships this episode, which is really going to start adding up. Oh, it also means we could run this. Well, actually, that's running fine. Okay, no, forget it. I know what I'm going to do this episode. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. We have... Oh, this is such a mess. Nope, I'm leaving it. I'm not fixing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start making... over here, because there's some clear space, we're going to start making the supporter components. So we're going to go into here, into there. I'm going to start making the high quality supporter components. So the supporter components are expensive. Have I really spoken about how expensive these components are? So the supporter components, they are for every single Patreon supporter, Twitch subscriber, and YouTube members. They get a supportership along with their subscribership. So in saying that, these are stupidly expensive. Basically, they generally cost about 10 times the cost of the normal ones. And I want to start crafting these because they're going to take a while. I'm not going to craft their fast and light counterpart because it costs the exact same. It just happens to have the purple background. Because, like, you can't get a better quality fast and light drive. Like these people support the channel. They financially support the channel. Consequently, they get better stuff. Do they get a better fast and light drive? No! I already gave everybody the best stuff they could. You don't get a better than best. You get the best, and that's it. Okay, so which does mean I did technically cheap out on everybody else. Yes, it did. It does. Just a little bit, like, but I'm doing lots of launches. So, you know, cash me too. Okay. So you're going to do the Fusion Reactor Mark II, which are hella expensive. Each Fusion Reactor Mark II costs 4 of the normal fusion reactors with some low density structures, with some rocket control units, and some more damn blue circuits. The hull requires titanium and low density structures. It should be fairly easy. I think 500 fits in a box. 1,000 fits in a box. 500, they stack in 10. So that'll be 100, 200. Yeah, that'll fit in a box. Okay. Protection fields, which require Energy Shield Mark IIIs. Energy Shield Mark IIIs require 10 Energy Shield Mark IIs. Yeah, sure. Chop change. Hang on. We're making... Is that not one of the items I'm really short on currently? Yes, because we don't have enough steel. Okay, how many of those are built? 1,300. Never mind. Yes, I can launch faster. 57 launches in episode number 56. Jorg... Argos? Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. Your intergalactic spaceship is on its way. Thrusters. Thrusters are speed bunch of 4s. At least we're now mass producing them. Pipe Mark II, low density structures, engines, processor. That's not too bad. Except we have no speed Mark 4s. Why do we have no speed Mark 4s? Hang on. Probably because you're trying to eat them. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do... Why are you not spinning? You didn't have enough level 6s. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you to only run if this is greater than 50. Actually... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut your production. We're going to recycle that. We now make speed 4s up here. Yeah, I'm going to recycle this one as well. Okay. Alright. And we're going to set you to only add... No. I want to duplicate that because I always want the blue circuits to go in. But we're going to set you to only run if speed 4s are greater than 50 in the network. Yes. I'm going to pull those out. Because I'd really like to see that one running. Okay. And then we have habitation module. Just requires, well, titanium plate. That's going to be the expensive one. Copy paste. You are prod mod 4s. We make them here. Are there any in stock? Holy crap, there's 1.2k. Turn that on. Start eating prod mods, please. And then, oh, we have that one. Oh, boy. Okay, so this is the one I really dislike. Is there only one of them? I thought there was a few of them I disliked. You have speed 4s. You have prod 4s. You have every 4s. Oh, an astrometric slab. I was missing one. Okay. This one requires every module you can think of. So we're going to set this request up. We're going to remove modules from that one. We're actually going to set all these up and we're going to remove all of those, all of those, and all of those. And dump stuff back in the network. Okay, so we're going to have you set up to speed 4s. Did I set? No, I didn't set one up. Do I want to limit it? Yes. So we're going to go with if speed 4s are greater than 10. If efficiency 4s are greater than 10. And if prod 4s are greater than 10. And then you just need that requester plus a normal requester where, oh, there to there, without that in there, with that in there, with that in there. Now, before things get too carried away, I need to cap everything. So, I need to cap you to 10. Because unlike all the other components, like all the other components I know, I need like thousands and thousands. Hull components, we're going to go with 100 because I need 10 per rocket. These, I have a limited number of supporters. I think all... Oh. Protection field. There's 2 of those, is there not? No, just 1. You only get 1 protection field. I think all up there's about 110 maybe supporters between all 3 platforms. So I'm going to limit these to 10 early up. Mainly because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of resources putting them into these things to then not launch them. Yes, we are going to start launching them. I think when it comes to these ones, I'm actually going to launch them in... Well, they have to be launched manually because it doesn't really work with the Combinator. The Combinator is designed for normal SpaceX. As you can tell, this is a slightly modified SpaceX. So, yeah, I'm going to have to launch these ones manually. So, yeah. But if I limit these to 10 apiece, hang on, thrusters, which are these, are actually 40. And fuel cells. Which one's the fuel cell? Which one is the fuel cell? That one. I have fuel cells. That's a mistake. Fuel cells. It should be the one right after thrusters. Yeah, it's not. Okay. That one is going to be 20. This is the one that needs nuclear fuel. Oh, helps if I set that recipe. Yeah, nuclear fuel. You cannot request 1,000. You cannot just... You just can't. Let's copy that to there and then remove those. And remove that. Okay, so let's start making the supporter components, and I can already see that if I... Yeah, you're running, and you're going to be running in a second after these stack inserters finally catch up. Because we're limited by the speed of inserter, it's incredibly slow. No, I'm not gonna upgrade it to loaders. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Titanium plate goes in with a stack inserter. That'll be fast enough. You've already got... No, you don't have any blue circuits. Have some blue circuits. Still enough. Did the rest of that titanium just go in the trash slots? I don't know. It's gone. Okay. Yeah, you just need 1,000 nuclear fuel, and then you'll be fine. Okay. So, you're launching... You've stopped currently because we're outputting -1 of things, so you're not going to launch anymore. So, it means this rocket silo, no matter what, has to do whatever that was that just launched. The launch before this was the FTL. I have no idea what this launch is. Protection field? Yeah, no. Hull components. Hull components. So, this one is going to launch every component. No, it's going to launch... It's going to launch 1 fuel cell, potentially. 3 thrusters, potentially. 9 hull components, potentially. And this silo is going to launch everything else. So out of 23 launches, if this is launching 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we've split the load at least. Yes, I can launch much faster. 58. Jakub Klena. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. It's very, very much appreciated. You're launching already. You're launching already. I don't get to see what it has in it, but we can mouse over this, look at the combinators, and we can see... So no, it's going to launch 7, 2, and that's it. Which is still 9 launches, and that means the other one's going to launch... Oh, how many it is. If I put in a flat negative number... Is that a better answer? Alright, tip number 3 for Jetty to do combinators. If I take my straight combinator, which is what I was looking at doing originally, and I go in here and I say... Fusion reactor, -1. Hull component we're happy with. Protection, no, because I still want... Yeah, I want -1 on everything. I still risk over launching. Okay, hang on, let's keep going. Let's remove that one, and that one. Let's go with habitation, -1. Life support. -1. Command center. -1. I'm definitely staying in the wrong spot between two silos. Fast and light drive. -1. Okay. If I put you... Hang on. Let's make some more of this in case I run into trouble. If I add that to there... And then I set you to just -1 from everything. So that's subtracted out all the extra junk that we don't need. And let's get another power pole. Get our... So. We have lots of crap. If I put that in there, I then have way less crap. If then I take this dynamic number... If I then take this dynamic number, which is 611111, if I take this dynamic number and I subtract 1 off everything and then output it onto the green wire, I end up with 5. So what I've done is I've subtracted out all the things that are not duplicates. Yes. And then I've fed that into the Spark Combinator that updates all the time. And then I've taken a Spark Combinator again, which could be the same combinator now I think about it. No, because I'm already tweaking the signal. Okay, let's have a new combinator. That way we've got a clean signal. And then dynamically subtracting 1 off everything, which could be the same combinator. And then spinning it here and into here, and then have a power pole to confirm. And like it has -1 habitation. I don't know why it's got -1 habitation. Habitation module is set to 1. I don't know what. Where are you getting the -1 habitation from? Oh, because it's been launched by the other silo. That's why you have -1 habitation. Okay, it makes sense now. So, now it means I want to go to here, and I basically need to reverse what I've done at the other one. So I want to have... No, this could be wrong. I could be barking up the wrong tree at this point. SpaceX Combinator. Which is going to give me the raw totals. So from that, I want to subtract... I want to do... If hull components are greater than 1, output 1. No, output 0? So then I have to change that over to if hull component... Where's the other combinator? Hull components are... Oh boy. Nope! No, we're just going to accept that this can potentially launch the other things, and I think the easiest way around this is if I put... No. Fusion reactors at this end. All these things that only this silo can launch at this end, then you have a much better chance of launching these items, and a much lower chance of launching all the items that you're not allowed to launch. That one goes there, that one goes there. Yeah, we're going to go with the dumb system. I like the dumb system. Protection field, up here. Are you? Up here. Yeah, we're going to go with the dumb system. We're going to have things in the right spot in the box, so it only launches those. Whereas this one's going to do fuel cells, which we have 2 of, thrusters, which we have 4 of, and hull components we have 10 of. And it should hopefully just do these, because it's now maxed out, and we're waiting on another fusion reactor. This silo should take care of those fusion reactors because they're higher up in the box, and therefore the inserter grabs that first. That's how I'm going to deal with this problem. Because I would just add too many combinator things and do it. I'd get there probably in the end, but it'd be the long way of doing things. Okay, you're running far too slow. You need to be upgraded, and you need to be upgraded because you have 500 low-density structures waiting to be picked up. A lot of that is due to rockets, but then a good portion that's probably going to be the fact that I just started making the subscriber parts, the supporter parts. So with that said, that's launch number 59, which is where I'm going to call this episode. Thank you so much, Marco Azzoni, for clicking that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in next episode where we start working on rocket number 60. But yeah, even with these minor tweaks, setting up a second silo, you can see things are moving a lot faster than they once were. We now have 17 of these in stock. Maybe my silos have become my bottleneck. Maybe I need to set up just a flat -10 to the SpaceX combinator and set up 10 silos. Like we can come up to this blank space and have 10 silos launching 10 hull components, 2 silos doing the fuel cells, 4 doing the thrusters. That takes 10, 14, 16 off the list, which means the main silo only has to do 4, 5, 6, 7 items. 7 items, which is a vast decrease. But yeah, a lot of that is that this is now running really, really, really flat out. Actually, speaking of running flat out, no, turns out, hang on, L search modules. Actually, we have a good, that's a lot of speed 3s. And the number's going up. So hang on. You're uncompressing and then we're getting stolen instantly. Okay. We'll do that. See if that helps mitigate how many speed 3s we have. Because that's a massive number. That's a little bit better instantly. I don't have a massive, substantial excess of speed 5s. Yep. Hang on. What? Oh. Module. We're out of those. We're doing fine on those. They're okay. That's massive. That's extreme. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to call it here before I end up launching too many rockets. I have to think and get another subscriber and go far, far away from those. The other thing we can do is we can come upgrade this. Because, well, we've now got enough modules that we can upgrade this massively. We could also, and that's probably not a bad idea, I think I need to come over here and just swap over these to productivity. And fit another wagon on this train. because more productivity definitely... Oh, actually, no, we're still short on speed. Whatever. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it here before I get completely sidetracked once again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right. Bye.